Ooh.
Okay, we're now live, so, you know, yay. So I'll just say a quick hello to everybody in YouTube land. Here with Lauby and Anzac, maybe more joining hopefully kind of soon. I guess people are just busy and getting in on Friday nights, but yeah, it's time for the Friday night fun flight and, you know, kind of having a bit of fun and flying around. And as Lauby here likes to say, I think for most of tonight I'm going to be playing with me chopper.
Steady on, chap.
Hey,
hello.
how's it going?
I'm alright, thank you. Hell of a time to join the server.
I know. Yeah, what have you walked in on?
Exactly, you bunch of preverts.
I know, tell me about it. But yeah, I'm mostly going to be playing with a chopper tonight, I think.
Request rearming.
How you doing, Tony?
Copy.
Not too bad, mate. Still feeling a bit under the weather, but
Yeah,
it happens.
I'm just literally kind of pulling out of the world's worst cold. You know, proper man flu's been killed me for almost a week, so.
Yeah. I just can't seem to get rid of these bells and tingling sensations.
Tingling sensations.
Yeah, all over my body.
Request
It's like,
rearming.
Ah, interesting.
Copy.
like your nerves are on fire is the best way to describe
Wow,
Rearming complete.
that sounds
it. Really
like fun.
weird, but oh, it is, mate. It is. Sleep's good though. I like sleep.
Meh, it's overrated. Alrighty then. You guys all joining in, eh?
Yep, I'm on my way.
Cool.
I'm in.
Trying to remember how to start my chopper. Battery. There we go. Not that one. That one.
I think I will have a go with a MI8 today.
Ah. Choppers all round.
3 preverts.
Oh, yes.
I'm a little too shy to take out my chopper on the first flight, so I'm just gonna play with my little plane,
Which little plane would that be?
the Harrier.
Like Innuendo Central.
It's the best way to be, though.
Absolutely. Well, I'm firmly leaving my chopper in my pants, and I'm going aircraft.
Yeah, well, you must have awfully big pants.
Huge, mate.
Roller brake off.
Has anyone else encountered this in 2? Am I trying to go into a multiplayer server? Got the but it says the server doesn't exist.
Could be that the password you're putting in is wrong. I shall.
It's the standard one, isn't it?
Nope.
Ah.
I'll poke you it.
Ready.
There you go. Yeah, but DCS likes to come up and say the server doesn't exist if you put the password in wrong.
Ah, gotcha.
All the buttons again. Yeah, I need to get my checklist sorted. The MI8 really has all the buttons.
All of the buttons.
It keeps coming up with addresses unavailable.
That is awfully strange. Try refreshing and then doing it again.
Yeah, I came out of DCS. The last time it happened to me was last night, and I came out of DCS fine.
Gyro sent me off. Hey everybody in YouTube land, we got Daniel Gamsenser. How you doing? And Stefan. How you doing, Stefan? Yeah, Russ has just sent me a message saying he'll be here soon. Right, time to kill myself. The chopper seems to be stuck between two poles, so this is going to be fun getting out of here. Is that Tony living with disgust, is it?
No, I'm keep typing in the password that you've given me. Does it include the exclamations?
No.
No.
Should all be in lowercase.
Why?
Just yeah.
Ah.
All is one word, all in lowercase.
All in lowercase. Oh, you put a capital in there.
Oh, did I? Whoops.
I'm saying, going, no. Address is unavailable again. I think it's if you type in the password incorrectly. First time, if you see what I mean.
Yeah.
Usually, if you just go out of multiplayer and back into it, you'll be able to log in.
Or just spell it.
Do probably love the gazelle. One thing I might need to do is readjust my gamma, because I changed the gamma last time I was in Normandy, but it looks proper kind of white out in 2.0. Let's have a look at that. Options, systems. Bring that back down to maybe 1.3. Yeah, 1.3 looks nicer.
It's telling me it's the wrong password. Never mind, I'll try it again.
Well,
All lowercase.
yeah, should be that, all in lowercase. All is one word.
Yeah, there's a capital S in that.
Capital S.
Yeah, Sierra.
Hey.
Sent me there.
I'll put it in a chat box in the bottom of TeamSpeak for you. Is that you in the Harrier lobbies?
That is me.
Parked up on the pan.
Just going to taxi out now. Ah, just saw you go over there.
Yeah, I'm trying to get back into the hang of flying a chopper. It's a different way to fly.
The Gazelle's quite a feisty lady.
She is. Twitchy. But you kind of have to love her for it.
Absolutely. I
I've
like
been enjoying
feisty ladies.
Talking about choppers, I've been enjoying your 1 minute DCS videos and flying. Ooh, hello. And flying the Huey.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm a terrible chopper pilot too.
Yeah, I was saw your auto rotation one from the other day. That kind of had me laughing a bit.
It's kind of like auto-rotate, then skid along the ground for 20 feet.
Try not to ram me chopper into you.
Somebody's going to cut that bit of audio and make a dance track from it. Taking active.
Roger. I'm observing. Ooh, hello.
I see. Good control though.
Yeah, well, nearly. I just pulled back like a gnat's frickin' hair too much, and she decided I should want to start tipping backwards. It's funny actually. The control input is just you don't really do it. You just kind of think about it. And then the helicopter kind of does what you want, what you're thinking about. You know, it's not rather much as kind of input as just suggestion.
Powered by telepathy.
It really is with this thing. So it's like I'm not really moving me stick. I'm just thinking about moving me stick, and the helicopter's kind of going where I want it to. Oh, hello. Started having dirty thoughts there. It got mucky. Hello. Seems to love tipping back on me at the moment. I need to trim that out. The Harrier takes off like a stab rat, doesn't it?
Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous. I just love the way you can, you know, just biff a little bit and she's up.
Yeah. How you getting on, Tony? Any luck?
Not at the minute, mate. No, I'm trying to go into another server, see if I can try it that way. It just keeps coming up with no access to that server.
Okay. I didn't put integrity check on or anything like that, so there shouldn't be conflicts with mods.
No, exactly. There's nothing there that should stop it, but I don't know. Yeah, it happened to me last night as well. I don't know.
Maybe it's time to run one of those lovely DCS repairs.
It could be that. I don't know. Ever since I got Normandy.
Interesting. Have you flown Normandy yet?
That's where that mission that I took is.
Ah, okay. That does look really interesting as well.
I'll leave that for you guys to decide because I'll have a bias.
It'll be interesting to do a mission I haven't designed. So. Although, you know, I think we talked about that the other day.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. They're much more fun when someone else has made them.
How are you getting on there, Ranzek?
The rotors are starting to turn. Whee!
OMG, you've got through the first 150 switches. Doesn't look like they're turning.
Oh, they're stopping now. Shouldn't have said anything.
Oh dear.
I know what I did wrong. Yeah, now it sounds more like it should.
Inverters?
No, I didn't have the. Let's see what it says. It says engine start mode switch.
Oh, did he have it into false crank or something? Did he?
No, on off or cold crank or whatever.
Yeah.
Interesting thing is I have all the internal things in the cockpit in Russian as well. So.
Oh, just for extra kind of authenticity and bit of fun.
No. I forgot to change it in 2.2.
Oh, it's not just because you prefer
Russian,
a nice,
so
authentic kind of,
I do read Russian, but not the technical language. Getting a little bit close there.
Not at all. Still got another length of aircraft to go there.
First engine is running.
Yeah, Stafford said those 1-minute tutorials are always good fun. I think they're brilliant. Always a really fun thing to watch.
To lower my volume a little bit as well.
Ooh, hello. Bit too much pedal in there when I powered up. Can't seem to find a neutral steer on this. Come on! This Gazelle's bloody taking the piss out of me.
Alright, turning off APU.
Are you sure? You got both engines
Generators
started.
1 and 2 on, rectifiers 1 to 3 on.
Yeah, you might want to throttle up a bit first though. It looks like you're still at kind of ground idle. If you've got your ECRAN switched on and you turn off the APU before you kind of throttle up, then you get generator failure warnings and all sorts of stuff.
Oh,
Have you got the Mill 8 Lobby?
I have, but it's been yonks since I've flown it. It's a beautiful chopper. It's actually flying it. I find it easier to fly than the Huey.
Yeah.
Inverters auto.
It's got a really nice autopilot on it.
I love the co-pilot that looks like Borat.
He has the nicest mustache ever.
I might have a flight over towards the dam. Oh, hello. Shame with Digzel, you can't fly it anywhere near as close to what you used to be able to fly it. You know, speed-wise.
Are there some more FM changes to be made on that?
Apparently so. I think Polychop put up a post recently saying that they had a pilot or something kind of reviewing their flight model, and they've still got some changes to make. It is, I think, in a way better than what it was.
I really hope they get it right, because it's a beautiful chopper.
I wouldn't say it feels wrong, you know. It is sensitive at the moment, but you know, it feels, you know, kind of right for it, if that kind of makes a weird sort of sense.
Well, it makes total sense, yeah.
You have the target range?
Yes, I think I blew up something, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, S300 launcher or something, I think. Search radar.
Oh, now I feel better, because for a little while I thought I'd just taken out a standard navigation system or something.
Don't! Yeah, okay, that's working now. Ah, I just had a moment.
What happened?
I was flying along thinking, my fine trim isn't working. I can't seem to kind of like trim her finely, you know. I can trim using like the button, you know, for like the coarse trim adjust. And I was like, check my controls. Yeah, okay, I've got my fine trim set to the right buttons as it should be. I'd only forgotten to switch on the fucking trim switch.
Oh.
It's been a while since I've flown the Gazelle, but that's my excuse. So how's everybody in YouTube land tonight?
That scary moment when your starts wobbling.
What, takeoff?
And you just forgot that, oh well, it's supposed to do that.
Right, okay. What
You know
part
when
is it
you're
wobbling?
passing through the 50-kilometer mark.
Oh, right, okay, yeah, the rotor vortex thing. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, you kind of do a little bit of a transitioning.
Yeah.
It kind of caught me by surprise.
It's all going wrong, I'm about to die. How you getting on, Tony? Any other luck joining, or?
It's doing absolutely nothing. It just keeps coming up with incorrect password, incorrect password.
Huh.
Really weird.
That is proper bizarre. I mean, Lauby and Anzac didn't have any problems joining with that password, did you guys?
Nope.
Exactly. That's why it's starting to me off. I think I've gone through this about 23 times now. Not that I'm counting.
Yeah. I don't know what to suggest there, to be fair. I'm at a bit of a loss.
Caps lock I've checked. Absolutely. Then when I think I've got the address right, or the password, then it goes, address unavailable.
Are you kind of joining via IP?
No, I'm going through the server list and trying it through IP, and neither of them are working.
Is your version up to date?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
See if I can join another one. Get into another one, I should be able to get into this.
Going to load up with the door gunner and go shoot at those. Is it NASCARs?
Oh, right, okay, yeah. You rebel.
I always mix up Indy 500 and NASCAR.
Indy 500's open wheel, and NASCAR is kind of
Yeah, that's
closed.
kind of look like Formula 1 cars.
Yeah, that's right. That's Indy.
Yeah. So I was
Although
right then.
it's,
Yay!
It's a month today that Daytona 500 kicks off again, and then new NASCAR season underway. Yay!
I mean, add a little bit of extra difficulty. Have some 12.7 millimeters flying at your car while you're trying to drive at 300 kilometers an
Half
hour.
of them have enough trouble trying to get around the track as it is without someone shooting at them while they're trying to do it. At least Danica Patrick won't be racing this year, so, you know, it might be one less accident. Thanks, Luke. Luke Scoffman's come up saying, hi, your videos are the best, really useful. When I started DCS, found them really helpful. Wow. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, if you want helpful videos, you should check out Lauby's channel as well in his 1 minute DCS series. They can be quite helpful, quite entertaining at the same time.
Well, thank you very much again.
They are, however, not safe for work.
Not safe.
Depends
for
where
work.
you work, really.
Yeah, I was going to say.
If you're a Harlem pimp, knock yourself out.
Yeah. I'm just kind of following the interstate here. Is that what they call a highway? Over there, those, you know, crazy Yanks. Is that a Walmart down there or something? Interesting. What is properly strange here is, I guess it's in like two different you know, like a big interstate, but it's kind of like split in in two, so you probably have like northbound on one side and these, southbound on the other. But on each side of the road, you've got traffic travelling in either direction, which is weird. It would be pretty interesting if there was a way of playing traffic cops in this, wouldn't it? It's like pull over or you get shot by a 20mm cannon.
I mean, that is a good way to end the hot pursuit.
Yeah. It's what the Americans need. I mean, they've got enough guns already, why not just stick guns on their police helicopters and have them, kind of like smacking the crap out of getaway drivers.
There's a great video.
Say again, Louie?
Sorry. No, go ahead there.
No, I was just to say, if they run too much, then they get a 30mm Sneebly rocket up their ass,
It would be brilliant. There's a great video online of Brazilian cops chasing down a guy from a chopper, and okay. I think the guy is firing from an MP5 or even possibly an M16, but he brings the guy to a halt in the end.
Oh wow! Just starts blasting away at his car.
Shoots him in the leg through the.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really shot up.
I was kind of being sarcastic, but now you mention it. So Smack Das Gaming, how you doing there? Said bought the F-15C over the holidays. No clue how to begin with DCS. Well, stage 1 is to download it. Stage 2 is to install it. And then if you've got the F-15C, it's just basically hit and go and fly, isn't it? There's nothing really too complex about that one. Yeah, with the F-15C, the controls are basically what's it like? Right shift L for battery, like electric's power. That switches on all of the gubbins inside the plane, and then it's like left alt home to start the left engine and right control home to start the right engine, and then you just basically power up and off you fly. Although flying things like the FC3 modules, like the A10A and the F-15, the SU-27, stuff like that, it doesn't have the system complexity of some of the other aircraft, but I suppose, kind of doing the air-to-air aspect with them, kind of managing radars and, kind of the air combat side of it's interesting. But, I prefer the whole kind of clickability cockpit type things.
It is a good module to start with, though, because the F-15 is quite well made, I would say.
Yeah. Well, it's on a PFM, isn't it? The F-15 now, is it? I know
think it
a
is.
few of the aircraft are Su-27, 33 are now. MiG-29
It's also
is-
it also has a radar, so you kind of get to play around with that, which many of the air-to-ground aircrafts doesn't have.
Well, I guess none of the... Well, I guess the Mirage 2000 does have an air-to-air radar on a complex aircraft, but even the radar on that's been simplified, hasn't it? But
I think so. I think the real changes to radar will come with the F-18C.
yeah, that will be interesting. Like I said, I think the F-18 is going to be a major doorway to, kind of other things in DCS. And I think they'd be crazy not to have an F-16 following up behind that, maybe.
Yeah, like a multi-role plane, another
Yeah.
multi-role plane.
It's a shame that they haven't kind of announced or planned any Eastern Bloc, kind of 4th gen fighters,
Yeah, I think either they have to maybe make themselves liable to espionage charges,
Yeah.
or they have to too much. Interestingly enough, both the KH-50 and the Sukhoi 25T were all only test platforms, so I guess they kind of fall between the chairs, kind of.
Yeah.
It's not really espionage if it's not a serving aircraft. I don't know.
Well, surely the K-50 is in service, though,
No, not the KH-50. The KH-50 was the test platform for the
User disconnected
KH-52.
from your channel.
Okay.
So they kind of tried to make it an automated single player thing, but found out it was really hard to do it. So they kind of, let's do 2 seats, and then that's the KH-52.
Okay. Which is the alligator, sorry.
Yeah. They did, however, test it in combat, KH-50. It saw service in the Chechen conflict.
Okay.
Together with some other helicopter as well. One of the naval helicopters, they made that into some kind of, I don't know, combat control aircraft, with using it to kind of link together all the different other KH-50s.
Okay. Fly through the valleys. Not seeing many sheep though.
I'm just watching on a second screen there. That's excellent control.
Yeah. I like playing with my joystick.
I was actually watching your feed so much I nearly crashed.
God dang it. Yeah, the Excel is way more forgiving now than what it used to be, because trying to do like fine controls and things like that down low used to always end up, you know, either kind of nosing into the ground or kind of tearing the helicopter to bits, you know.
I remember when it first launched, even getting into a landing hover was treacherous.
Yeah. I think it would be awesome to get a job as a drone pilot.
Shame to say, I would absolutely love that.
You know, I've got plenty of experience for it.
Just the whole idea of one of your work colleagues coming in from work, looking at your screen and saying, "Oh, who's that? Don't know, but I'm going to kill him."
Yeah, he's about to get a visit from J-Dam. Imagine that though, kind of like in the future having a work from home drone pilot.
Absolutely, 11 in the morning, sitting in your underpants, watching Jeremy Kyle scratching your balls and engaging in a war.
Oh man, that would be the future. Yeah, can't right now, honey. I'm just about to give someone a bit of a headache.
I hope it's not me, I already have a headache.
Oh, I give plenty of people headaches, I don't need a drone to do that. Come on.
Yeah, you know how when you're over torquing the helicopter?
Yeah.
Kind of turns off your generators, and that makes your autopilot.
kind of
being
bitch
turned off
and
as
wail
well.
at you and moan and complain and yeah.
Yeah, and then you had to fly the airplane while trying to look down at the autopilot controls and click them at the same time while flying a totally unstable airplane. Yeah, I just did it.
Okay, so Luke's asked if I can fly some Warbirds. I might take up a Spitfire or something like that, throw one of those around. Just going through the chat box now. I've landed. So Smack Data's said download missions. You can do. There is a lot of. If you go into the DCS website and then click on user files, you can find all sorts of stuff to download there, including missions and things like that. Staffen said they've got 7 K50s in service apparently.
Yeah, that was the total amount, but they were more or less test beds.
Yeah.
You know, I guess they kind of figured most of them would crash or something during the testing.
It's a bloody decent helicopter.
They're so stable. They're the perfect beginner helicopter, I think.
Yeah, it was really decent. I wonder which one is in the lead of these cars.
The number 24. Aircraft change coming up, by the way, so you might want to kind of buckle down. Let's have a look. Okay, so Smack Data's said, so when I first launched DCS it came up in a window state. How do you make it full screen? In the top left hand corner of the main screen there's a little cog icon for settings, I think. Is it there? Yeah, they keep moving it around. But you just click it there and on the first page of options you can put it into full screen or not. So it kind of looks like this screen here, just not grayed out, and then you've got this little tick here that says full screen, and then that makes it full screen. Isn't that amazing? Alrighty there. Come on, you can tick it.
You guys just ignore the police reports coming in about a helicopter going up one of the interstates, shooting up cars. Not happening.
Naughty, naughty helicopter.
It's just lies.
All lies.
Have you killed Billy Bob Jimmy Joe, the NASCAR driver?
I'm going for truck drivers right now.
Oh, good stuff. That's always a good.
Well, just
that's
say that
something
you're protecting prostitutes, you know.
Exactly. It keeps the price of fellatio low.
Let's adjust some sound here. In fact.
And the pilot is decent enough not to fly me into the ground while I'm shooting. I think.
What's that? The AI pilot?
Yeah.
That's interesting. I managed to start the aircraft with the fuel pump off, fuel cut off, if that makes sense. Yeah, main tank off. Never mind. That's on now. Cool. Right. Let's make sure that's all good. trim in there.
Coming in for a long final on 22L.
2-3 left, roger.
Now let's see. I think I have these gun pods on this one as well. Let's see if I can get those online. First I need to get my helicopter flying straight and level. That's the gov switch.
I think you see it coming towards the threshold there, Lowy.
That's me. You'll see a steaming pile of wreckage in a moment.
Nonsense.
I'm not too ashamed of it. Usually it all goes wrong just after this.
Well, trying to actually kind of maneuver on the ground.
Embarrassingly, for about a month, I was, until you actually spotted it, I was, I had left my nose wheel steering on the whole time.
Does that help, has it? Actually kind of, you know, turning off the nose wheel steering.
Absolutely, I no longer land perfectly and then tumble down the runway.
Yeah, I've fallen foul of that a few times, but it's just remembering to flip that switch, you know.
Absolutely, what I do now is actually flip that switch at the very start, and I use it like an F86. I just have a little button on my
yeah, just kind of
stick.
press when you want to steer.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, there's like this big red bloody handle I need to pull to be able to shoot.
Yeah, there's like 6 different handles. Or oh, hello. Yeah. Yeah, not paying attention to what I'm doing now. Yeah, there's like 6 different buttons that you need in the relay in order to actually get the damn thing to fire. It's crazy. There's one above your head, or like 3 above your head, and then you've got the different weapon selectors above your head. You've got the one next to the co-pilot, and then you've got the one that's kind of above and behind you, like the main master arm switch.
Yeah, that was the master arm I was forgetting. I'm thinking, which was the one behind the pilot? Is that on the?
That's
User
like the
entered your
master
channel.
arm.
User entered your channel.
Hello.
Evening, guys.
Ah, Russ, how you doing?
Hello, Russ.
Yeah, not too bad.
How's your day?
A little. Yeah, busy. Be busy.
Awesome.
So which one were the one for the co-pilot?
Okay, so on the windshield controller,
Yeah.
you've got the rotator switch there, don't you? That you need to select for rockets or pods.
That is true.
Taken off from 3 to.
Right, chaps, I'm going to have to quit. I've done a complete repair. I've rebooted the machine 3 times, and I can't get it.
That really sucks, man. I wish I could show us something.
Really weird.
What's going on?
I just can't
getting
get into the server.
an address unknown or something whenever he's trying to join the server.
Okay, you're live streaming at the moment.
I am.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to pull him down and talk to him about it, don't mind.
I don't know. Maybe we could try and sort something out. I don't know. Do you want to give it a go, Tony, or you got to shoot off?
No, I don't have to shoot. I'm just the frustration is I can't get in no matter what I've done. I've just done a complete repair, shut the machine down 3 times, restarted, and I'm still having no joy.
Okay. Well, I mean, I can always server up quickly and see if you can join mine. Maybe flash out a couple of ideas before you give up.
Roger, splodger.
All right, mate. Okay, that's cool.
User left your channel. User left your channel.
Do I need to do something with the pair of cartridges as well?
Yeah, there's 2 buttons kind of above and in front of you on the top panel. You need to flip up a silver switch for arm and then hit the pyro charge. And then you'll hear a dunk, and then it's kind of the armament system's then on.
And I need to select, I guess, the right station.
Yeah, but you've got it's an incredibly complex thing because you've got the switches that are kind of above and in front of you as well. Oh, hello. Pausey. And then you've also got to kind of marry those up with the ones on the co-pilot side as well. It's the most kind of arse-about-face complex weapon system of any aircraft ever in the history of ever. So you jumped in a 51er, is it, Naomi?
That's right, but I've just realised that for some reason I have to set up all my controls again.
Ah, it's a bit of a bugger.
A little bugger.
Yeah, they've still got the mirror reversed in the Spitfire as well. That's so bloody disturbing.
So you go into a left bank and you're seeing the sky on your left?
Yeah, and it's like the ground is above the sky, if that makes sense.
Oh, nice pass.
Oh yeah. Although there's plenty of turbulence down low at the moment as well, so it's a wobbly pass. This is fun. I love flying World War II stuff.
Oh, me too. I can't get enough of it.
Just all proper kind of stick and rudder, you know, it's proper back to basics flying. Just love how manoeuvrable the Spitfire is though, it's so forgiving.
I'm going for the release of the tip-wing version, just to see what the difference is.
Wasn't that being done by VO?
Oh no.
I think they've stopped that now, haven't they?
VA, or whatever they're called, have stopped it. But I thought I thought there was some talk about ED doing another version of the Mark 9 with the flip wing. Or could be wrong.
I just thought it was VEO that, you know, kind of brainchilded that, but unless someone else has picked it up.
They were doing the Mark 14, weren't they, or 15?
Something like that, yeah. It's a clip wing, which it seems kind of counterintuitive, doesn't it? That an aircraft with a smaller wing would fly higher altitude, or was designed to fly higher altitude. So you think, you know, to fly high you need more wing area, you know.
Yeah, totally.
Someone on the NASCAR track just made an overtake. Yay! Number 24 as well. Ha ha! Go Jeff Gordon, or whoever's driving at 24 now. Not Jeff Gordon. 24 ever. How's your controls coming along, Milabi?
Just about done. Well, just trying to remember how to fly this bloody thing.
Carefully. Although the
Yes.
P-51's pretty forgiving, you can't go much wrong with it.
She's kind of the entry-level World War II.
Yeah. Yeah. So easy to fly, even the Americans could do it.
Oh, balls. Need to set my trim. Speaking of American aircraft, I'd really love an F4.
Well, it is coming. Belsimtech are doing that.
Oh, Belsimtech as well. That's going to be amazing.
F4 Funday looks fantastic. They've released some pre-rendered shots of it as well. It does look pretty tasty.
Excellent. Everything they touch turns to gold.
Yeah, they're pretty good at what they do. Yeah, I think the next release from them I'm looking forward to is the Milmi 24 though, being a bit of a rotor head.
That's going to be amazing.
Yeah, Staffan's been saying that ED stated way back that they would do a Mark 9 LF, which was the clip wing version of the Mark 9. Yeah, because I think VEO was like a Mark 14 or something, wasn't it?
That's
you know,
right,
the one
yeah.
with like the big bubble canopy rather than the standard kind of Spitfire cockpit thing. Hmm. So want to.
You having trouble keeping off the guns?
Yeah, it'd just be really, really awesome to see how well a Milmi 8 can stand up some 303s, you know? What do you think, Anzac?
See you.
Have you got your rear gunner, have you?
If you drive on the other side, fly on the other side of the and in a second. Yeah, the gunner though is kind of facing out. Where you at?
Trying not to stall.
Try to go on my left side.
Give me a few seconds here, because I'm kind of minimums.
A little bit forward.
This is bloody difficult, you know. I'm literally holding this thing on the corner of a stall.
You want me to shoot you?
No. Do you want me to shoot you? I've got big guns too. What's my speed at the moment? 120. I'm gonna drop flaps, see if that lets me kind of steady up a little bit. Jesus Christ. Oh, is that your door gunner?
Yep. Shooting at some houses down there.
Ah, right, okay. I wonder how much of a mess 303s would make of the bottom of your helicopter. I remember that there's big spinny killy things kind of all around your plane.
Yep, there are.
Frick, it's so hard trying to keep this thing actually flying in formation here.
Oh well, need to turn. There's a big mountain ahead of me.
Really?
I'm trying, you know, like I'm mashing my keyboard to try to find the right key to press. I'm kind of flying on autopilot, just forwards and backwards.
Ah, right, okay. Shall I see if I can break your autopilot for you?
Yeah, you can't like flip my wing though.
Well,
Unless
I
you
could
want
maybe try and trim your
wing
wings.
to be destroyed. Okay, let's see. There's that one as well.
This is going to be hairy.
You taking off here? Lobby.
Yeah, just taking off now.
I want to come down.
That wasn't as hairy as I thought.
Nah, the P-51's easy. Like I said, it's so easy even the Americans can do it. But it's no, it's really forgiving. It's proper simple aircraft to fly. If you want a hellish plane to try and get off the ground, take the Messerschmitt or the Focke-Wulf. I'd say the Focke-Wulf's probably worse.
The 190 I found the worst, yeah. It was actually very smooth.
Might come over and see if I can find you. Oh, hi Neil. Sorry, just looking over at the chat and Neil's actually come up on the chat saying hello. Ah. I think I'm visual with you, Labby.
Ah, where are you?
Stalking you.
Okay, I just realised M is not the mirror button.
They're magnetos?
Yes.
Did someone shut down their scary plane?
Very nearly. Luckily it just turned back on. No one was more surprised than me.
Yeah, I think with that P-51 is you'll be a damn sight faster than me.
I'm actually not pushing it because I'm afraid of blowing up the engine.
You should be fairly safe in that. You know, it's got pretty big radiators.
Forgotten how much I love this aircraft.
Yeah, it's a really easy plane to love. I'll have to stamp on my plane to try and catch you here. What's your speed?
My head's on it. Current speed is about 200 knots, or miles per hour actually on this, 200 miles per hour.
Right, okay. So I'm doing about 280, but you still seem to be running away from me a bit. In fact, I think I'm offside now.
Actually, oh, I see you now. I'll come in behind you.
That's not worrying. Yeah, 'cause I thought I was in behind you, but must have made a turn.
You're just passing over the road, aren't you?
Yeah. Make a right turn. I got you.
Got you there. Oh, balls.
What's up?
I put her into a turn to try keep up with you.
You'll never keep up with me in a turn.
See what happened, I nearly put her into a stall.
Yeah. I just about did the same thing and I've popped my engine. No.
Oh, Christ. Can you limp back to base?
Oh yeah, easy, yeah. Nah, just having power on at low RPMs on this thing just immediately pops the old engine. It doesn't react well to no airflow and high power.
I'd imagine being born in Blighty as well, she doesn't react very well to the desert.
No, she doesn't like heat. My my rad temperatures have soared up to 140 and popped an engine oil seal or something. It's all good in the hood. Hello. Come on, behave yourself. Behave yourself.
Oh, you've got her down. Oh. Yeah, you've got her down.
Kind of. As long as the prop's still spinning, I'll class it as a successful landing. Yeah.
Oh, that looks good from here.
Well, I may have slightly kind of tangled one of the wings. Just
oh, bollocks.
Is that you about to tank in, is it?
That was me. I was just circling over you watching, and yeah, things happened.
Yeah, I bent one of the wings slightly. But I bounced and then stalled and started wing tipping by and bad.
Oh god.
Pull a little smoky
I'm
draft
just
the
going
runway.
for a closer look. Well, she looks okay from a distance.
From a distance. It's much like me in that respect. Shut everything down so I can hear you do another flyby. In fact, what I might do quickly is just turn all of the sound up. All of the sound.
Just to deafen everybody on YouTube.
Absolutely. Oh, love it.
There's something about the sound of a World War II bird.
Go on, give me another one. just for good measure. Uh-oh. It just makes me giggle every time. I think I could just quite happily sit here just listening to you doing flybys, to be fair.
Yeah, don't screw it up.
Love the sound of that thing. It sounds so raw. Okay, aircraft change coming up. Sorry, YouTube. That was bad. I forget that when you go to switch aircraft, it dumps you into the externals of another aircraft. And it was because I've got my sounds all the way up. It was like ah!
Oh Jesus!
Pain and suffering. Take out another Warbird. Something a bit more krauty. This looks really nice in 2.0. Have they updated the Messerschmitt textures? Looks nicer than normal. Right you are then. Let's have a look. At least you don't have to pump the fuel anymore on the old Messerschmitt. Remember how you used to have to do the dance of pumping the primer while turning over the engine?
Oh yes.
You don't have to do that anymore. You hit the primer pump, but it doesn't actually kind of inject fuel anymore. You just get them to run the starter, pull a handle, and then away you go.
Copy.
Oh, excellent. It's also one of my favorites. I just love the way you can see the development of different technologies in the cockpit.
Yeah. Clear.
Wow. I was half expecting that not to turn over there. It was kind of like and then it started.
I think Staffan wants you to fly the Hawk at some stage.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I am gonna fly the Hawk tonight. I'm gonna do it. I really can't remember how to start it up, but I've got to give it a go. I've got to revisit it.
Just make sure you wear a condom.
Yeah, I got to revisit it though. You know, I slag it off so much, and it gets so much bad press from everywhere. But you know, I think I need to give it some time and you know, say, you know, is it all really bad, you know? So I will fly the Hawk maybe after this. But right now I want to take out a... Is it a Daimler Benz or a BMW in this? I can never remember. I think it's a Benz. We turbocharged Benz engine. Completely different method of flying this compared to the likes of the Spitfire and the P-51.
I find the easiest way is to use that tail wheel lock.
Yeah, that's I'm kind of flicking it on and off kind of permanently.
Yeah.
You know, it's like on, off, on, off, on, off. At least it's got a tail wheel lock though, which is, you know, really helpful. Okay, I'm taking, is it 3-2 left? Or 0-3 left? Yeah, 0-3 left. That's the one.
Just spectating your takeoff.
Yeah, I've got the takeoff on the 109 nailed. There's a certain thing that you have to do in order to make it work, and if you don't do it, then it won't work. But when I figured it out, I was like, oh my god. It makes life so much easy. So I'll just stop here. But your takeoff sequence is basically full right rudder, like rudder pinned all the way over to the right, half power, and then just as it builds up speed, just start straightening off the rudder, and then you fly, trim all the way forward, flaps down to 10, almost pushing forward on the stick slightly because it wants to pop up, and if you pop up too early, your wings stall and then you fall into the ground. But the main thing's like full right rudder, and then kind of easing off as you pick up speed, and then just kind of feeling it, and then it doesn't tip over.
And a horrible feeling when you see your wing slats pop out too early and you just know you're going to go into a stall.
That's why you've got to push slightly forward on the stick. So if you don't push forward on the stick, it will pop too soon, and then it becomes a horrible thing to fly.
Yes.
So even trimming all the way forward doesn't do enough, you know?
Oh, you're up.
Yep. Now I've just got to spend 10 minutes winding the flaps back in.
And recentering the trim.
Well, the trim's basically all the way forward all of the time. I very rarely ever trim backwards on this thing. Just, I wish it had rudder trim. I think if I had rudder trim, it would be a much nicer thing to fly too.
I think so.
Good evening, guys.
Oh, hello.
Good evening.
How's it going?
Is Sunstag taking his check flight?
No, he's having some joining problems, so Russ was kind of helping him fettle whatever was going on with his computer.
Well, I've definitely found a bug with the AV8.
Okay.
You cannot, unless you assign a key, not the keystroke, to put the flare on the hood, because the keystroke itself doesn't work.
What's that for, sorry?
You know, putting the flare on the hood.
Oh yeah.
Even the keystroke don't work.
Interesting. Can't say I've had a problem with that personally, but
If you bind your joystick in the game, you're okay. But you've got to bind it via the in-game software. You can't use Target or anything else.
I'd never use Target, man. Just honestly dump that like it's hot. Just forget completely about Target and do it all in game. It'd save yourself so much time.
Well, I've scripted it now, and apart from the book, everything's working perfectly. But I've got multi-functions on the keys, you see, with Shift.
Right. I can kind of see part of why you'd want to do it, you know, if you don't have enough buttons. But honestly, Target, I think, is just, you know, more pain than it's worth.
If you only use the graphics side of it, yeah, it's a royal pain in the ass because it adds so much crap that you don't need. But when I've scripted it properly with the USB codes for the key, so it's a lot shorter as well. Is there a server up? Anybody flying anything anywhere?
Yeah, I've got my fun flight going, so feel free to join in. Just be aware that we're streaming it now as well.
Roger, what version?
2.5 Vegas. Not 2.5, 2.2 or whatever it is. Where you at, Lobby?
I'm just turning around to try to catch up on you now. See, I see where you are on the other screen.
I'm looking for you, man. I was like, I don't know where he gone. My eyes are failing me. Normally I can pick out dots really well, but I just can't see where you're at.
I had you a second ago, but now I've lost you again. Are you up over Vegas, yeah?
Kind of just off the end of runway opposite of 03. Forget what that is. 270s. Excuse what? 24.
Yes, they are firing.
Oh, you finally figured out your guns.
Yes.
Well done.
There's like 10 different switches and they all need to be in the exactly correct position to fire.
Absolutely. It's the Russian way.
They almost be aligned with party thinking.
Yeah. There's like a decoding thing you need to have your party book and then, you know, take this letter from that page and add to this now, you know.
And if all else fails, the code is 1017.
1017?
Isn't that the revolution?
Oh yeah, that's good. 17th of whatever, October.
Oh, right, October.
October Revolution. Yeah, and good thing is I got him working right as I came up on the airfield. I guess I go
run down 03 right now just to help you find me if I'm
No,
not
not got you yet.
okay. Coming down over 03. Oh shite. No.
Oh, now I see you. Well, I saw a flash and thought, oh, there's Smudge. Oh.
Yeah.
No, he is a smudge.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Yeah.
don't see any
What's the server password?
I'll message you it. It's on the forum as well.
User joined your channel. User joined your channel.
Hey, Smudge.
Hey, buddy.
Hey.
So, yeah, I'm having the same problems, mate.
What, not being able to join?
Yeah.
That is probably weird.
Yeah, we put both versions of the password in, and me and Tony are both getting the same response back.
It's supposed to be without a space and everything, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's the numbers, and everything else is in lowercase.
Numbers.
Yeah. You've got 3 digits at the start that you sent me.
No.
Nope.
What?
Russ, I'll message
That's
you.
the problem.
Okay.
I think that might be a problem.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah, that's the password.
That's what I thought it was. Because you put it in. Okay.
How can I show you what you sent me?
You
Just
can
the one
be
you
on
sent
the
me,
forum, maybe.
No, at 7 minutes past 8, the one you sent me had 3 digits in it.
No digits.
Before the letters.
Negative.
No?
I think you're lying.
Right. Oh, okay. So it'll be this then, is it?
Say again.
I don't know. Let me try this then.
All right. Oh dear.
All right, give us a sec.
Oh dear. Yeah.
No, address unavailable
Sorry, Tony.
again.
I don't know why that would happen.
I don't know what's going on here. What the hell?
I've just had address unavailable. I've tried again. I refreshed it, backed out, and went back in after a bad password, and it's let me in.
Okay. Ha. Ha. Ha.
Okay, let's. What are we doing in the NAFI anyway?
Just kind of here. Yeah. You know,
Naffing around?
naffing around in the naffy. Yeah. Right. Who remembers how to start up the Hawk? Because I frickin' don't. Let's see if I can figure this out. I've done this before. I just can't remember the absolute sequence. So, fuel cock on. Always remember the fuel cock. Batteries and starter switches and fuel pump switches and things like that. Starter into on, isn't it? When do you take the throttle out of the idle indent? That's one of the last steps, isn't it?
Yeah, you hold the
GTS starter thing.
Exactly, for I think about 15-20 seconds.
Yeah.
Then you press the starter, and then you move the throttle out into idle.
Is it start relight button?
Start relight first, yeah,
Yeah,
and
that's
then
the GTS starter, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the one.
Alrighty.
I think.
Like I said, it's been a long time since I've flown the Hawk. But I'll hold it down. I'll see if the GTS light comes on. Do you need plug-in from the ground for it to work?
No.
No. Okay.
I'm just weaving my way through Las Vegas.
Ooh, hello. Guess that's someone joining.
I've got quite a stuttery connection.
Yeah, that was me firing off the Gatlings. Sorry. I have these four barrel Gatlings on the MI8, and when I'm firing them, everything turns to a slideshow.
Ah!
That shouldn't affect the server though.
See if I can do it again.
Not getting a GTS light, that's annoying. Oh wow, that is causing me to stutter. That's crazy. Yeah, don't do that anymore.
Apologies, human error. I'm coming in.
No, it's... No. I'm just,
Yeah, I'm looking at
I don't
something
know
that's
why I
highlighted.
did that.
Was your name in TeamSpeak that came up, and I'm thinking, oh, okay then. But if I read the green shit,
Yeah.
I might get somewhere. I'm a feckin' idiot.
Start relight. It is start relight button for the GTS, isn't it? I'm getting that right.
It may be the other button. There are two buttons. I thought it was start relight, yeah.
Get in, Tone.
I have, mate. Yes.
Okay.
So, like, it'd be under
Human error.
engine, is it? I guess. Engine start.
You're not getting the GTS, no?
No. Maybe I'm kind of wrong on my switches, I don't know. Engine ignition switch. Yeah, I'm sure that is the GTS start relight button. I'll figure this out, honestly. Shoot, I don't need. I might put on ground power, see if that helps.
Chief, turn on the ground power. Copy.
So I've got the fuel cock on. Now that's
Ground power is now on.
I've got the start switch into on. Battery 1 to fuel pump on. Heat on. Throttle's in idle cutoff. Should start relight.
Slight pause coming up, nice.
Alrighty. Let's try this again then.
As soon as I land, I'll actually join you in a hawk for my sins.
Yeah. Might have to see if I can fish out a cheat sheet for this, because definitely not getting any movement on the GTS.
Comms check.
Yeah,
Loud and clear.
Loud and clear, mate.
Cool. So I just switched over to the HUD SOS check.
Let's see if I can bring up my cheat sheet then.
Well, I got the Vigan and I got the L39. And I've actually managed to land the L39 on its fuel tanks intact without it blowing up.
Good effort. Alrighty, so let's have a look. Start. Engine start. Engine startup sequence. Here we go. Battery master select switch 1 to on, which is on. I've done that already. Yeah. Master select switch to on. That's fine. Yep, done that. Start relight button. Press release.
For a very long final on 24 left. Actually, medium final.
My God.
Goggles.
Is it press and hold or press and release on the GTS starter?
Press and hold as far as I remember.
I always thought it was press and hold. I'm reading their quick start manual guide thing, but it's just, it's as annoying as the aircraft.
Isn't it right Windows Home for the cheat?
I don't like cheat.
Work with the Harrier as far as I'm aware.
I'll get this down.
This is going to be uglier than Susan Board.
I'm just Just reading through the manual here on how to start this thing up because it's been so long since I've done it.
Who's in the MI8?
That would
me.
be Anzac. Crazy bar steward he is.
Ew.
Flying bus.
Everybody likes a bus. Right, startup procedure. So, oh, ignition switch. That would help. Where's that? Yeah. All right. I'll give it that one. I forgot the ignition switch. Turn on the ignition. Yeah, batteries 1 and 2, turn on. Reset attention lights left and right. Engine master mode switch to on. Fuel clip on. Parking brakes engage. I think that's...
What is the landing and departing runway?
We've been using 03 left.
Okay, cool.
Then coming
That's
on
the way I'm
21
heading
left
now.
or whatever it is. Alrighty, so now it should work, he says. Oh, I hear GTS starting thing.
Excellent.
I'm getting noise and all sorts of stuff. GTS light on. Ah! You're a cunt! You know when you
What happened?
right click rather than left click on the start thing, then it switches off to frickin' GTS.
Oh, shite.
So has that Hawk like improved at all since like whenever it was I bought it years ago?
No.
Such a shame. Fucking waste of aircraft, man. They could have done a lot with that. They could have brought out the Goshawk, you know, they could have done...
Yeah, lots and lots of things. But I'm going to fly it now and, you know, we'll see how it goes. It's making lots of noise.
Where are you, Anzac? I'm on the active at the moment. I'm just going to take off, mate, so...
I'm just watching you guys. Behind you.
Holding short, Alpha 3 left.
Okay, I think I'm started. Yeah, alright. I think I've got a good jet. I might be wrong, but I think I've got a good jet.
Reacting.
Well, say a good jet.
Me too.
2 seconds, just check my trim controls. Trim those up down. Okay.
Anzac.
In fact, I don't think I'm good. Yeah, I need to do that whole DG slave thing, don't I?
Don't you dare shit on my head.
Is it DG you move it into, or slave? It is DG, isn't it, to do the
It's DG and then you wait for the alignment, I think.
Yeah.
I'm all out of guns.
No.
And I can't shoot the ones who make the server go bad.
Aww. Yeah, that was literally causing everything to kind of shit itself.
I mean, it's only 4 Gatling guns firing at the same time. What's the problem?
I'm surprised.
Remind me, are MI8s susceptible to AM9s?
Yeah, probably.
They are, but not when they're on the ground.
Won't be on the ground for long.
I'm on the ground.
Where are the targets? What waypoint?
Switching over to another plane.
Good question. Well presented. Oh.
Request
On the
rearming.
ground.
Copy.
Waypoint 3, as far as I know.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I made this mission. Don't expect me to know what's going on with it.
Smudge, maybe it is actually Slave.
Yeah, because I'm still got those red things. It's normally it does the whole spinning kind of round on its arse thing, isn't it?
Yeah, and just stays that way for the whole fight.
Let's have a look.
Rearming complete.
Yeah, slave SLV to get it to do the whole spinny thing for 5 minutes. Oh, hi Babylon, how you doing? Yeah.
Are we following the waypoints in order?
No, it's just fun flight, free flight. So do what you want, fly where you want to, kill what you want to. It's the same mission we did the other night. Last time, Russ, with all the SAM stuff around Groom that hates you.
Oh, okay. Do you know what waypoint that was? 3, wasn't it?
3, I believe so. Yeah.
I might head towards you first. I think.
Keep feeling as though I'm missing something here. Have you had the spinny? Ah, there it goes. Now it's doing the spinny circle of death thing.
Not for me yet.
Yeah.
Oh wait, here we go.
I don't know if it's done yet or not, because the red tabs disappear, don't they, once it's done its spinny thing of death?
That's right. Don't forget to also fast direct the
How do you have a fast direction?
there's actually, helpfully enough, on the right hand side of the center console, there's a little button that says erect on it.
Little button on the right hand side of the console that says erect.
The center console, just past the latitude control, just after, you know, the AHRS switch.
I
Or just
see
go
it.
past that.
Erect, yeah.
You see a blue button?
Surprisingly not, it's black actually.
Sorry, I couldn't resist that.
Yeah. I really don't know if this thing's finished kind of doing it spinning. It's not spinning anymore. But I've still got
But the
two
red tabs are
on.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, push to sync maybe, that's it.
That's what I'm trying now as well.
Push to sync. Press the erection button again. Pass. Who needs to navigate anyway?
Absolutely.
Let's taxi out. And then I can't remember what handbrake was on and handbrake off, I think.
Oh, that's the little.
Yeah, I know. Is
on.
it down for on or right for on?
Down for off, I think.
Down for off, okay. That'll be why I'm not moving then. There we go. Power!
I'll follow you.
Is this thing on differential braking to steer, or is it rudder to steer? I can't remember.
It's a differential breaker,
It
yeah.
is differential braking, yeah. Oh dear. It's when you turn, but the nose wheel doesn't actually turn.
And the amount of power you have to put in to get it to move.
Yeah, I just tried doing a little bit of braking and turning using the differential brakes, and it kind of brought me to a grinding halt. I'm at full
Same
power
thing
now,
just happened to me. I'm at full power and nothing is happening.
I'm getting the same thing here. I'm literally not moving at full power.
She took off again.
What was his secret? Because I'm at full power, but I'm not going anywhere.
I just danced on the pedals and then took off again.
It's not working.
What's at waypoint 2 then?
Come on.
What are we supposed to...
I got movement there. There we go. Yeah, now she just kind of randomly decided that she wanted to move again. Oh no, wait, she stopped.
I think this is more fucked than the last time I played with it.
Well, ejecting downwards doesn't help either, does it?
Yeah.
You eject downwards?
Yeah, you do. Oh, hello. Okay, there she goes. She's going again. Yeah, remember last time that you flew it, and I watched you eject, and then you ejected downwards out of the aircraft.
Oh, yes.
Insane. Where are you, Tony?
I'm just over by waypoint 3. I've got tally on the targets.
I
Looks
think
like
now
a kind of oil refinery, FARP, and vehicles.
Farping vehicles?
FARPing vehicles. I'm not getting pinged, so... But there might be IRs, I guess, but...
And you
Could be a shipload of Taurs over there.
Yes, the flap controls are just down on the left console.
Not light me up.
Ah, yeah, there.
Switch
down.
just to the left of the, or to the right of the gear.
Is that flaps or is that no? That's gear up and gear down, isn't it? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no, just to the right of the gear up, gear down, you'll see a switch.
Ah, yeah, flaps control. Okay, so you got up, middle, down. Right, okay.
I think for take.
Say it over.
I think for takeoff.
You want the middle position?
The middle position.
I imagine that
Oh,
would
I'm
be...
stuck.
Oh, you stopped again, have you?
I've got off again.
Just do that whole ballerina dancing thing on the... For me, it's the right brake. When I stop, if I kind of on and off on the right brake, it starts moving again. So maybe it's got like a sticky right brake or something.
Maybe it's Veal's revenge.
Oops, someone's taking 03 left in a Harrier.
Yes.
Oh, I see you, Zanzak.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I've got a FARP right below me and a comms tower. 6 sort of HESCO squares? Are they Hescos or?
Just off to the west of that, there's like an oil refinery with a radio tower.
Oh, is that what I'm looking at? Okay.
TV mast, more to the point.
Yeah, I see the TV mast now. I've also
Light
got.
it up with my DM. Definitely an oil refinery.
What altitude are you at, Tony?
Angels 9. Ground vehicles off to the west of it.
Angels 9 MSL or AGL?
I've got radar altimeter on.
Okay.
Ready for pain?
Ah, just about. As soon as I can get the bloody thing lined up.
Yeah, I think
Yep.
I'm kind of there. I'll let you go first.
Yeah, me too. Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm just
running
laugh.
in.
Okay, here we go.
I'm going
Full
brakes
power.
on full throttle.
And we're...
Oh no, I'm not. Get out of there.
Okay, now it seems to be stabilizing. And I'm approaching 150.
I'd love to know what he's been.
Nose up.
Gears
And hopefully gear up.
flaps.
I got eyes on you at the moment, Tony. Did you drop or did you do a dry run?
I did a dry run just to see if I was going to get shot at. I didn't, but that doesn't mean anything. Knowing as much as I do, there's probably something hidden in a valley somewhere.
The only place where there's stuff that'll shoot back at you is around Groom Lake. So if you're not in Groom, you'll be fine.
May seem like an impolite question, but are you up, Smudge?
Oh yes. And I'm coming in behind you.
Innuendo corner all the way.
Yeah, I managed to get it up. Yay!
He's not happy.
Yeah, I put missiles and rockets on as well, so I'm a bit more draggy.
Wow.
I know, no idea how to fire them off, but I'll figure it out.
So in that case, you must be behind me.
Oh yes.
Ah, I see you.
There's nothing shooting back at me down here, Tony. I've just literally flown over the yeah.
You
Yeah,
guys
do the
over at
same, just in
waypoint
case.
3?
I've got 4 sort of ground units pushing towards the west, sort of just actually northwest of the oil refinery.
Yes.
It seems to be like a dry riverbed, and they seem to be sort of stuck between the fork. There's a fork from north to south that stretches into the Salt Lake.
Yeah, that's the one, mate.
Seems to be, yeah. Oh, I'm off to the north, pushing through 8,000.
Would you like to try out those missiles on the range, Smudge?
Yeah. I know that you have to put the key in and arm it on that side, don't you? And then turn it
That's right.
in from lock to... I think that's... Is that safe or unsafe? I can never bloody tell with this thing. Live, okay, so... Yay! Right, that's live. Okay, then we need to select rockets, don't we? Which is kind of... I guess switch on the pylons, left and right.
That's the one.
Fusing, that's for bombs. Let's have a look, where's rockets? RP, PB and B. I guess RP's maybe rockets, that probably sounds good to me. Gun on, gun off. Right, I think that's right. So I've got the master arm key and I've got that on live. I know that's right. Set that to PB. That's green.
Running in the south.
Right, let's see how this works then. How do you program in the collimeter on a gun sight? There's no way of doing that. There you go.
Does that actually work on the Hawk?
Don't know. Can't see any way of doing it. And for some reason my aircraft keeps wanting to roll to the right. Just kind of starts randomly rolling right. Just keep trimming off to the left. Hello.
Hello.
I guess, does this fire everything off at once when you hit fire? Or,
no, you should be able. You should be able to choose pylons.
I think I might need to set a shoot button. So like controls. Oh, that brake, that'll be handy. What's that brake set to? Wow, weapons over. So gun trigger will set to you. Yep. Weapon release will set to you. Cool. I think there's some trucks down over here somewhere. We'll go and see if we can't hit these with rockets.
Fantastic.
You guys need run on the Hawk?
Say
Try
again.
to do a run on the refinery. The north.
Tony, I'm just slightly high off your 9 o'clock, mate.
Roger Wilkin.
On the flight stick, what's that really random kind of white block sticking out the top of it? Any idea?
I have a feeling that was something to do with the printing on it. Yeah. It's up and down, left and right. Are you talking about the 4 grey buttons?
No, there's like a white button on the front of the top of the stick. Like a really random kind of hex sticking up.
Wouldn't have been a weapon safety, would it?
Okay, I'm going to cut into the east on those 4 targets in the middle of the Salt Lake.
Roger.
I was thinking possibly a weapon safety tab.
Yeah. Sorry, but I didn't think you were following me there. I was just started making random turns.
Oh, you're fine.
Right, okay. I'm lining up on the trucks now, and then we'll see if we can't kill these things with rockets.
Off to the north. I've hit one of them. There's another 3 left.
The gun sight seems to be floating as well on its own, so I don't know if that links with.
Oh, big explosion! I think that was the oil refinery.
Yeah, that was me hitting the oil refinery. Still waiting for my mavs to cool down, warm up, or whatever.
What are you flying?
Aviate.
Were they the H's or these?
Deltas.
Nice run.
Seems to be very, very random when it wants to actually fire a rocket or not. I'm hitting the weapon release key, and it's kind of just like firing them off quite randomly.
The explosions are gorgeous.
Yeah. Luckily they were down to EED. flying through so much FOD at the moment. This engine would be toast. Yeah, because every time you press it, it fires one in a second, like a second power.
Okay, I mean on the target from the east. That second. Right.
That's proper interesting as well. On the rocket pods, only one pod on the rocket pod is actually kind of blown out the cover.
Right. So are you asymmetrical or?
No, it's just like a texture glitch or something, I guess. It just looks weird.
Off target to the north.
I'm gonna make another rundown. I've no idea how many rockets I've got left, or how many I've even fired, but we'll give it a go.
They look like IFVs in the middle of that dry bed. I think 2 of them are already down.
I can't seem to release weapons for some reason. I've got Mark 82s on and I'm CCIP mode. Master arm switch is on. I'm just not getting the cross in the dive.
What about your fusing?
Fusing nose tail, quantity 1, multiples 2. So I'll drop 1 from each wing.
Should still release even though what your fusing is. Thinking.
Try nose.
Your DMT is switched on as well.
Yep. And the target. I'm just not getting the the people.
Is it hash peed or is it solid?
They're solid. I'm not even getting the cross at the end of it. It's just not visible.
I think it might be they made like a quick fix for 2.2. I'm not sure if you need to download it anymore, but during one stage of development you needed to download a kind of fix that they had, because you lost kind of the HUD symbology for the bomb fall line. You should still get like the X or the cross. Oh.
Yeah, I'm getting absolutely nothing. Oh, I'm hit. Or I've done something. I probably dropped the nose too quickly. I was trying to get the cross on the deck. Oh well. Start again.
You run away, Labby, have you? Oh no, there you are.
Nope, just behind you. The wind is on.
Yeah,
Let's
I just want to see if I can get a tone on here.
If you can get a shot, take it. I'll see if I can evade.
Well, you're right on my 6 at the moment, and I can't get this bloody flight model to work with me.
Daka, 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 daka.
Yeah, I'm about to crash into the ground, I think. I'm kind of pulling up on the stick, but getting that bump stop where it kind of goes nose up, stop, nose up, stop, nose up, stop. And it's just like, oh god! You know, rather than like pulling smoothly.
Is that you, Anzac,
it's
flying off
weird.
to the east?
Negative, that's me.
Evade! Oh, hello.
I don't know
Interesting.
how the fuck I escaped that.
Yeah,
I think it
your
just bounced
tail's
off my
disappeared.
wing.
Have you still got your elevators? I saw your elevators fall off.
Yep, still got elevators.
Wow, and you're still flying. Good job.
Beautiful damage model.
What happened to VAO sims? Have they just gone, or?
They
Ah, that's her down now.
Did that end you, did it?
Yep, second one ended me. I'm now a flying. Take a look. I'm kind of like a flying sausage.
Oh wow, I like it. That's really cool.
What's the worst that could happen?
It probably controls better now, to be fair. Yeah, I mean,
I've
there's
no
damage
control,
models.
but I'm.
Yeah, there's damage models, and then there's damage models. Are you still in control of that?
Not in control, but I appear to be in not a particularly unstable bank.
I was going to say, man, I mean, you know, just kind of roll left a bit, you'll be fine.
Trim it out.
Okay.
For some reason, I cannot get my Mavericks to lock on what my flare's looking at.
Weird. Yeah, because
might be the same problem you have with, you know, with the flare thing. It's a button that you're not able to.
No, I can lock on the target, but then when I switch over to the Mavericks, sensor switch up, it's not locking the Mavs. I've got a small crosshair to the bottom right of the main big one.
And you're pressing the new lock button afterwards.
Yep.
And that's the. I'm thinking maybe it's that button that needs to be mapped in some special way.
But it's the same target lock as the one that you used to lock your flare, isn't it?
I don't know. Is it? I don't think so.
Thought it was.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think it's the other one. The other one you can press both off and down. What's it called? I'm not in the plane right now. I'm in the cage.
So the sensor select switch down / HUD scene reject is a button that you press to take the forward-looking infrared data from the MFD into the HUD, and you can only do that if you've set to night mode.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to lock a Maverick up.
Okay, so if you're trying to lock a Maverick up, then if you're using the TMS switch to slew the DMT around, or the your TV, once you've got the TV located on a point that you want to hit, you need to use the lock button, which is for me CMS down. So you need to do that once and you'll get a box around the square, and this is with the TV or DMT, not the MAV. Once you've got that locked in position, then use the uncage button on your throttle whilst you've got the MAV selected, and you'll have the MAV screen appear in the left MFD.
There's something really wrong with this flight model. Sorry, Russ.
Once you've got the left MFD showing the HUD, showing the MAV, then you need to press sensor select up to make the HUD not center of interest. You need to, in the right hand side display on the HUD, on the air to ground, it will show IR MAV, and you need to have a solid box around that.
Right, I'll do another run and see what I can get.
So the easiest way to do it, right, is don't bother using the TV for the time being. Just select the MAV, uncage it, and then use the MAV bore sight to lock the target through the HUD, and then just make sure you've got the sensor select switch up, so you've got the IR MAV selected in the HUD boxed, and then it will be ready to fire.
Right, okay.
And then that way you don't have to use yourself by trying to use the DMT to slave the MAV sensor seeker head.
Right, okay.
I think it's the last part that you're missing. It's the button that you're using that is wrong. You should use the Yeah, I can't remember the name now. Is it the TMS down? Or
It's TDC press, isn't it?
yes, not the same one that you used for the flare though. The other one, and it's supposed to be down.
Lobby, when you were flying this thing, when you get up above 400 knots, did you find that your nose started shaking left and right, like the aircraft's nodding its head? Or shaking its head?
Totally. Yeah, it's... I don't know,
Really
I don't quite know
hard.
the technical term. Yeah, I think fucked is the technical term, really.
I'm flying around here at about 450 knots, and the aircraft's literally trying to nod me off to sleep. It's just kind of like shaking left and right permanently, and I'm not putting in any input or anything like that. It's just kind of randomly doing it, and I'm like, okay. It's just
Just got 4 Mavericks off the rail.
You have.
Yep, 4 kills.
So was that just using the uncage
Yeah.
and bore sight? Yeah. So okay, so that confirms that everything that you're doing switch-wise is working. You just need to get the order that you're doing it correct when you're using the DMT.
Roger. Have we got a Shilka or anything nearby to waypoint 3?
Most of the targets that you looks like it's Bone Lake. Let me have a look. Yeah, you're flying straight over it now, Kai. Everything that you have a look.
That's one thing I really dislike, is when you're trying to pull hard, and then it goes pull stop, pull stop, pull stop, pull stop, pull stop. I don't know what causes that. Just like really, really bad FM.
It did improve for a little while, but I think it's just gone back to the dogs again.
And I'm trying to like it. I'm trying to find something to like about it. You know?
I'm southwest of Groom Lake, but I can't find any RWR spikes of any sort.
No, everything that you're flying over at the moment is, if you're flying over Dogbone Lake, which is that dry lake, which is kind of fat, then thin, then fat at both ends, sort of like running north to south. You've got targets both end of that. And
yeah, I've got 4 tanks. Anybody else crashed?
I get a major...
I'm about to crash.
Oh, sorry, that was me.
Yeah, no, I'm cool.
What are you coming in, Loudy?
I'm stationary. Oh, I'm out.
Oh, you're
A
going
proper
for something
trainer.
more fun. Yeah, I might join you in that because you know. La 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 la. Let's have a look now.
Anybody else CTD, or is it just me?
No.
Still going.
Bollocks. Sorry, testicles were screaming.
Screaming.
I was out of ammo anyway. Yeah, Russ, I got to grips with the keys and turned them all into USBs in the programming, shortened the code by about 3/4, and they work a lot quicker.
Oh, well, that's some positive news, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a definite bug with the flare. It's not just me. The keystroke itself doesn't work, but if you program a joystick to it, it's okay. But only if you program it in game.
Yeah, see, that's I think part of the issue you've got, because it's only a work in progress module. Then maybe there's some Lua scripts or Lua keys that you could add to it that would make it work. I've seen some discussions in the ED forums about adding in, and I think I even put a fix in for the gain, like the NVG gain that you can.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yes. So things like that. It's along that sort of line, where you can, get more functionality to a certain extent.
Hey, Smudge, I've got combined arms. Can I take control of any of the nasties?
Oh, I'm not sure if I've set them to be able to be controllable or not.
Spoils sport.
It's funny, isn't it? After flying the Hawk, flying the L-39 is almost like a reward.
Yeah.
I've bought myself that, Smudge.
What,
Well,
Yeah.
massive hit there with my frames. People joining in, are they?
I just took off from Nellis, if that's a thing.
No, not really.
Strange.
Did
Can I
not get
take-
frame hit.
Can I jump into your second seat then, Smudge?
Sure.
How do you do it?
Just click on the slot below my name.
Okay, Rusky base for finals, 03 left.
Good job. How you doing, Libby? You started, are you?
No, I think I've blown my engine.
You've blown
Now
it.
I'm getting a.
Well, I've got. I think I got the start sequence arseways. I've forgotten the button for unlatching throttle, sticking it into idle.
Got you. You coming in the back seat, are you, Kai?
Yeah. Yeah, just pending request. Yeah, I'm there.
Okay, there might be a bit of a lag spike.
Attaching out to 03 left.
I have no idea any of the controls in this one.
Don't worry, I've got those.
Alright, Rusky's clear, 03 left.
Roger, Russ, thanks.
For your Smudge.
Yeah, just texting out there.
So cool having a twin seat.
It is really cool.
I hope they do a twin seat attack helicopter shortly.
Well, I guess the Milmi 24 when that comes will be twin seat. Although the version that they've chosen is the version that doesn't have the chin mounted chain gun, so I guess the guy in the front isn't going to have much to do.
Oh, yeah. Oh well.
Yeah, doesn't the pilot do all the armoured stuff?
The shooting, yeah, probably might be kind of like weapons and radios selected by the front seat. I'm not sure.
Looks like an archaic cockpit, this.
Proper steam driven. It's Russian.
Actually from Czechoslovakia.
Wasn't that Russian at some point?
Nope.
Oh, we'll send them there next then after Ukraine.
It was Warsaw Pact though.
Airborne from 03 left.
But the Russians got it as well, so yeah, it's kind of Russian as well. I think they still make them today.
Yeah, it's still a production aircraft.
So what's your guys' take on the announced what's it named, the plane that Raspam is working on now? The prop.
Garnet.
The Yak.
No, the Crystal Eagle. I think is what.
No. The one that Raspam is working on.
Oh, the
kind
Tucano.
of light attack. Tucano, yeah.
Well, it's a British training aircraft, isn't it?
It's the one prior to the Hawk.
Yeah. They go from what was the Bulldog, now it's the Tutor, into the Tucano, into the Hawk, and then into the fast jet of their choice.
That is interesting.
Have they cut the Grob out now then?
Well, it's the Tutor, isn't it? The Grob Tutor.
It gives a different military designation. It's weird so much. There's a small flexi coiled cable that runs to your seat from the back here,
Yeah.
and as
wobbles.
yeah,
It's cool, isn't it?
it is.
Yeah, I see it wobbling when I look over my shoulder.
I can't really get in that back seat if I'm not buying it.
That's a VR problem, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, especially when Smudger's flying it.
Well,
You know,
can.
I think I need to put the VR on while I'm in the back here. It must be brilliant.
Yeah, do it. I torture Rush with it.
Yeah, it kind of gets me because I'm not in control of it. You know, it's just I'm not expecting some of the stuff that Smudge
Can you
does.
jump in the rear seat once you've taken off, or do you have to do it still on the ground?
No, you can jump in any time, just go out and come back in.
Okay.
Jesus, who was that? No, do I need to guess?
Have a guess. Mind you, I've got to admit, I watched the video sim and somebody flew a Hawk under the sun canopies, so can you do that, Smudge?
Probably.
Yet.
Yeah, Jester's dead.
You'll be fucking dead if you keep flying like that, mate. Like they're saying, there's old pilots and bold pilots, but there's no old bold pilots.
Star Wars fucking trench run, bitch! Yeehaw! Woo! Oh.
Much is
Oh.
better.
Yeah. Oh. Did you see that, Kai? Kai? Oh.
You're
No, I'm
both
not
saying
fucking-
went for a
sorry.
pro, I reckon.
Say again? You stepped out, is you? Bollocks.
Yeah.
That's no
Can
fun.
you hear me?
Yeah.
So I've got to switch everything over to the Rift sound and mic.
Alright, okay. Now I just flew through those through the sunshades.
No, you didn't.
I fucking did. Check my stream if you don't fucking believe me.
What, you flew underneath them?
Yeah, through
What?
all of them. Check my stream, man, if you don't believe me.
Well, I would have had a front row seat, but I had my head down.
Well, do it again then.
Okay. Don't die.
Inbound, bitch. Oh, fuck. You know what I just did?
Oh, I saw, mate. I saw that.
I hit a tree. I didn't even fucking get it.
The only tree.
Literally a lone tree sticking up, and then I decided to go and fly into it. Oh dear. Let me do that again.
Right, just loading in.
Roger.
Request rearming.
I've been complaining for a while. The bottom of the picture of the rift was crap. Then I realised I'm wearing varifocals.
Can't believe I hit that freaking tree. I just had like a brain fart for a second. I completely forgot the trees are collidable, and I was like, I'll get in low, and then we'll go in, and then it'll all be okay. But then no.
How do you even get through there? Because the wingspan on that thing is just like...
This thing's tiny.
That's funny.
Rearming complete.
Can't believe I hit the frickin' tree. Oh well, let's try that again, shall we?
Right, I'm in the back.
Got you.
Tony, you hitting those live targets, mate, or are you back over where you were earlier?
Back over where I was earlier, mate. I'm blowing up the refinery at the moment.
Be with you shortly. I'm just taking the act on 03 left.
Roger, I'm nearly Nevada. I've got one left.
When you're up at altitude with the KH-50, try to hover. I think it might be because this is high over the sea. It's really, really hard to get enough power to make it hover.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Alrighty, taxiing out. Let's try this again.
Oh, this is really weird sitting in the rear seat here.
You got VR on, have you?
Oh, hell yeah.
Throw him, throw him.
Oh yes. You're not going to enjoy this, not at all.
Can you turn this into a vomit?
All aboard the Chunder bus! Shall we do a roll after Top Gun? Shall we do a roll after takeoff, just like in Top Gun?
do what you want.
Yeah, be prepared to rip that thing off your head.
I think you should try that little trick you were doing a minute ago, mate.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping he's going to do.
I just absolutely cannot believe I clipped that tree the second time. I felt like a right tit. Right,
You look like one.
Oh, you just go to the left now.
Yeah, that wasn't streamed live to the entire world.
Oh, yes, it was. And they save it. It's not just a stream. You can watch it again and again.
I'm taking off 03 left.
Whoa.
Stutter.
Oh, sorry, forgot to warn you guys. I was taking a new plane. Sorry,
Oh,
sorry,
Jesus,
sorry.
just so I'll go frickin' wheels up as well. Thanks a lot for that. Bugger.
As you push forward, then it was almost like negative refueling.
Yeah, you get the type noise.
Would there be an option in the future, do you think, to be able to change the contrast up and down on the DMT or TV?
I'd imagine so.
Yeah.
You can do it now.
Can you?
Bottom left and right switches.
Yeah, they don't work.
Do they work?
They're
Do they
supposed
not?
to.
Gain and contrast.
Can't remember how to make the smoke pod work in this. I thought it was just turn on everything then hit the trigger, but
No, it's not doing anything. I'm getting the text message up to say that it's working, but...
I don't think it's implemented yet, is it?
never mind. I was going to try and have smoke on, but I can't seem to figure out how to get smoke working. Doesn't matter.
Do any of you guys find when using a DMT, you sometimes aim it at what you want, and it's usually offset to the left or the right from the actual flight path marker?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's that about?
I don't know.
Do you reckon that's like an alignment issue or something because it's fast align or what? Bit weird.
I'm really not sure.
What's the rear pilot supposed to do in one of these, or is it the instructor that sits there?
It's the instructor mainly that sits there. You can take control of the aircraft from there and fly it. You've also got a whole bunch of switches back there that disable things in the front of the aircraft, like instrumentation and things like that. But yeah, you can pretty much do everything you can in the back that you can in the front, apart from...
You shouldn't have told me that I can disable things.
Yeah, but not going to.
You can pull a hood over his head as well.
Come on guys, tell me which switches to pull.
The grey hood, it's on a lever.
Yeah, he doesn't need to be hitting that because I'm about to go flying down the...
Where's the grey hood?
Are you doing the shed challenge, Smudge?
Yeah.
Is there anything left over near the oil refinery?
There's a few ground units, I think.
Let's try not to clip the tree. Maximum power!
Oh, this feels good.
Rifle.
Well, looking good so far. Nice. Very nice.
Ah.
Oh, you
Ah.
got that right wing.
that one's just slightly over to the left. I can quite correct it in time. Got the first one's alright.
That was cool.
Yeah. Come on, Libby, you're going to give it a go.
I've got to roll in and embarrass myself really, haven't I?
Yeah. Star Wars Trench Run.
Rifle.
Very quickly. Shit.
Yeah, that was your left wing. I wonder if I could get a Harrier down there.
Harrier is quite small.
Yeah, Harriers are pretty small.
You gotta try the outside shenanigans with the hood.
I might see if I can get a Harrier down there. What's the worst that could happen? Got to fly the Harrier at some point, anyway.
Warning.
Should just fly it really slowly. Kind of hover through
Just
them all.
hover it through it. Yeah, what's the fun in that?
Actually see how small the Harrier is when you've actually got MAVs hung on each pylon, because the A10 just makes the MAVs look tiny. Rifle.
Oogie doogie.
Running in from the south.
From the east.
Oh, lag.
Oh, apologies. That was me again.
It should be alright, because I've been in a Spitfire previously, so it should be in memory.
That's what I thought, yeah.
Alright, in from the north.
that Fenton singing along there, is it, Russ?
Yeah, can you hear him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went and bought him a whole bunch of the Kong tennis balls.
Got you.
Like you could get like 3 for £2.50 from Amazon at the moment, and I just bought 9 of them.
Okay.
And that every one of these damn things is squeaky. So every time I trip over one or like, I kick one, he chases it and just goes fucking mad. It's fun, but at like 2 o'clock in the morning, you know, you're going off for a pee and you jump on one. He's like, "Oh, it's playtime."
It's playtime.
I might have to shout at him.
No, Fenton's all right.
You actually hear that? You're picking it up?
Yeah.
Yep.
Where are you, Tony? You still
Off to the
over?
north,
Thanks.
running in. I'm Nevada, so it's gun runs.
Coming from the north with rockets.
Targeting the tanks down the centre. Not that this gun will do much damage, but we'll see.
And taking 2 to left.
Off to the west.
Running in from the south. Guns.
At F-15, Anzac.
Yes!
Interesting.
Had to try it. Haven't flown it in years.
I'm gonna do a dry run down the sunshades, and then I might come in for real, because there's a lot of turbulence that affects the Harrier down low. So I'm just kind of thinking of bullshit excuses so I can have a fake run.
Right, in from the south on those tanks.
Roger, I'm RTB. We are refuel.
Off target to the north. I'll join you, Tony. I'll fly on your wing on the way back, mate.
Wah, didn't need no dry run.
That was nice.
What's your position, Tony?
Current heading 039.
Yeah, there's plenty
north
of
of
room
the
to maneuver
target.
in there, actually, in this.
Say again.
North of the target area.
Roger. Heading 040, straight line. Angel 6, 565.
Looking.
That Angel 7.
I'm at Angels 8, 045 for 400, and I can't see you at the moment.
Roger. Waypoint 1's Nellis, isn't it? You're turning on to waypoint 1?
Yeah, I think waypoint 1 is Nellis.
Or you're turning on to waypoint 1? Be approximate heading 185.
Got to be over to my 11 o'clock somewhere. I can't see you. You pop a flare?
Roger. Roger.
Nope, that's an NI on the flare. Can't see it.
Wait one. Don't know if it's mapped in here. Right, I'm flying a heading of approximately 189. Heading back to Nellis. I'm launching from.
Can't see it. I'm over a north-south road leading 180, and there's some lakes or riverbeds with a north-south flow running through it. Okay.
Flare.
Flaring.
Negative.
I'm 180 for 10,000. Pushing straight south.
I'll climb.
I'm east of the target area, so if you've got the target area still in sight, there's a ridge line to the east of the target area that runs north-south.
I'm turning 180.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
10.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
You have the north-south line that is directly east of the target.
Roger.
Landing gear.
I'm to the
landing gear.
East of that, following a north-south road. 2 flare out.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
Yep. Tally. Got you.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
Whereabouts
Landing
are
gear.
you relative to
Landing
me,
gear.
mate?
I'm off to your 9 o'clock.
Oh yeah, Tally, I see it. I'm going to turn towards you. Oh, that's pretty close, actually.
Yeah.
You're like almost co-altitude with me, so you are sort of like hiding in the horizon almost.
Yeah, the lods are not. It's like the smoke as well. The smoke lods. They're quite weird at the minute.
Mind you, I could have cheated if I turned my flare on. I would have probably spotted you. Well, mind you, I had to be heading your direction though. What speed are you doing?
I'm currently 472, and I'm particularly low on fuel, and I'm probably going to crash before I get there.
What RPM setting are you using?
I'm RPM 106. I'm going to
That
drop
was
it
close.
down to.
I think you might have broke
80.
something though, your gears retracted.
What's your fuel state?
Heck all squared is the phrase that I'm going to use. I'll be running on fumes in exactly, probably about a minute. Got to set my bingo fuel level. Baby glides like a brick.
There is a tanker around here actually, but I don't know its location right now. But
Yeah, I won't make it to the tanker, mate. I'm on zilch 0 nada.
oh, you got no fuel left.
Yet. Yep, that's me run out of fuel.
Oh, you've completely run out now, have you?
Oh, hell the engine is dying. Had this much fun since my cat died. Whoa!
None of you is getting any kind of indication that you're locked up.
Negative.
Nope.
Cool. I'm just gonna see if it's one of you guys I have locked up. Not gonna shoot or anything.
Oh, I've got a 15, yeah, bang nails. And here we go.
Who was that who had a desert scheme?
That was me, but you're on fire. And you're going down.
I'm on fire, am I?
I'm on fire? Yeah, I am.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, hello. Oh, hello. that got a bit closer than what I was kind of expecting there.
I nearly got a Taliban
Landing
blue
gear.
cut.
My
Landing
plane
gear.
isn't affected at all. And nothing have shot
Landing
at me.
gear. Landing gear.
No, nothing. I didn't shoot at you. You just passed me with like a bang.
Landing gear.
So I
Landing
guess it's
gear.
a sonic boom, but now you're smoking.
Landing gear.
You've got
Landing
like,
gear.
or unless you clipped me or something.
Landing gear. Landing
No,
gear.
I did not. I didn't hit you. I was far away from you.
Landing gear.
I heard a very loud, like a rattle of a gunfire, but I thought that was my engine caving in.
Some of you shoot at me.
Yes.
It doesn't affect my plane. It's flying perfectly normal. I did get a couple of SAM launch warnings, or just like pop-ups on my, not that I was shooting. Thinking maybe something shot at me from Room Lake.
Maybe something hit you then.
I did
But-
not hear any explosions or anything like that, so pretty strange.
Falling in, Gazelle.
Oh, oh, big pause there.
6 months later, long grey beard, I might even get in the cockpit.
Alright, I'm downwind for base, runway 03 left.
On the Gazelle for such a long.
I love the Gazelle. So much fun to fly.
Well, originally I think they've improved the flight model since, but originally they broke it. Remember when we first had it and you did free?
Yeah.
Here in
It was
Nevada,
just-
it was
yeah.
a bitch to fly.
You're at LA, but you're kind of all over the sky.
Sorry, I was heads down for a second.
Okay, base finals 03 left.
Bloody hell.
I'm actually going to roll in and try the shed challenge.
Oh, the Spitfire.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, it'd be harder in a prop plane because of fighting the torque. But if you get your speed all the way up and get your trims right before you go in, you should be fine.
We'll see what happens.
Good luck.
Thank you. I'll need it.
Bird, is it a plane? No, it's a smoking F-15.
Finals 03 left.
Yeah, it's my bug.
Nah,
out,
Mr. Sheds.
F50.
I didn't.
Missed him totally. I'm
flew
gonna roll
through.
back in.
I was going to follow you down them, but
Christ.
you aborted and then I went down them.
Brilliant.
Who's that smoking?
Hansack.
Hansack, okay.
It's my weird plane. Something weird happened to my plane. I have no idea.
You broke it, didn't you?
No. It's flying perfectly fine, and I'm not
You
kidding.
broke it.
It's like it's just externals that you can see that it's
It
burning
looks like
external.
you've got. It's coming out of your wing. Looks like you've got a
Yeah.
bent wing.
Yeah, the wing is kind of broken at the end. The plane is flying perfectly well.
That's
I have
'cause
not
it's an
done
F-15.
anything.
I mean, it flies with half a wing.
Flies with no wing.
How did you break your wing? That's what I want
I
to know.
have no idea.
He came past me, it was on fire.
Unless I'm
Did you hit
able to
someone?
pull so much G that I'm
I think you
able
can
to
pull
break
like
plane.
fucking 12G.
Yeah,
I think you can pull all the Gs in
that's
the world.
the only thing I did during the flight, which was strange, was that
Hit
I pulled
Ross.
a couple of really hard Gs.
And then hit Ross.
I don't think I did.
No, you're pretty close to me, but you
I
didn't.
was close to him, but I did not hit him. But I mean, it flies perfectly. I don't even have like any indications that there is damage to it.
Hmm.
Did you abort your rundown, Abby?
Yeah, I keep ending up beside the bloody sheds in the Spitfire. I think I'm going to blame the torque.
Yeah. It's definitely the torque.
User in your channel timed out.
Oh, who was that that disappeared?
Roll call, Rick. Kai, maybe?
I think so. I'm still here, I think. Am I?
Yeah. I think I'm still here. Well, I'm not sure.
Smudge?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Anyone?
Yeah.
Yep.
The question is, can you hear us?
What?
Who said that?
About 3:15, I think.
You're only jealous because the voices are talking to me. Yeah, good luck pulling out that, Zach.
G-lock, oh no!
User disconnected from your
I was
channel.
going to say, I was going to follow you through that turn, but you're not making that turn, so that's fine.
I think I'm lined up better this time.
Oh, cool.
Fuck.
Where are you?
Fuck.
That was
That-
complete G-lock that I pulled.
Bloody hell. I can see your smoke.
You should be
Was
able
it-
to see
was it
my
you that I
elevator.
passed? The only you have to change this
User
for
entered your
the
channel.
Fofo.
Sphincter moment.
you need to make an adjustment to the what's it called, to the mission.
The
Because
underwear.
All the F-15 start with empty fuel. And
Oh,
it
I know
takes
that.
like
That's
10
for a
minutes.
reason. there is a valid reason for that.
Okay, which is
You shouldn't be flying FC3 models. Any amount of time it will take to start up the F-15, it takes you that to put the fuel in. So you know.
oh well. I guess there's
It's penalising you for flying silly airplanes.
Silly aeroplanes.
Did you guys ever hear like any spikes? Because I was locking you guys up.
No, nothing actually.
That was the reason why I took it out, because I wanted to see if it's implemented yet, like the radar warning receiver is.
Well, if you don't have
User
your RWR switched
disconnected
on
from
in
your
Harrier, then
channel.
you're not really going to hear much. So.
No, but I mean, you should get like flashing things turning up on your HUD and on your EVA.
Maybe because you're friends. You know.
I don't know. I mean, you see if you have it on, you see the AWACS.
Yeah. No. Yeah. But I didn't see anything come up from.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
I'll leave my ECM on and I'll have a look and check if you're still flying about in it.
Yeah, I'm rearming and refueling here. Oh, this one actually has full fuel. That is nice.
Smudge's plan has failed.
I think there's only 1 or 2 in there that actually have fuel, just in case I ever wanted to fly them.
Oh, so you know which ones. Okay. It's like that, is it,
normally
Smudge?
people will select the first one and it's got nothing in it, but then I think the second one does and the third and the fourth don't. Because I'm an arsehole, it's just, you know.
So this A9E, is that the most modern one, or is it the P5?
Nice work, Nick. I love flying that thing too. It's a lot of fun, isn't it?
I love this helicopter. It's from our 5s.
Yeah, definitely with you on that one.
Quite looking forward to the 105 as well.
Yeah.
Oh, the BO, yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're adding minis to that Gazelle at some point as well. I heard one of the updates.
All right.
To have a door gunner on the one side, I think on the billet side. They fit a mini gunner.
That would be
interesting.
cool.
Yeah.
I love using it in the AFAC role in a mission.
Yeah, I've
Spy out the targets.
I've not used it for that at all. I've literally spent most of my time dicking around in it, you know, because it's just too much fun just to fly.
Yeah.
I need to actually sort of be using it in an actual role, really.
Like it.
Who's hovering the Harrier?
That would be me.
Oh right, that's my turn now. Let's go.
Nice.
Woo!
Anything you can do, I can do better.
Oh, watch out for those trees, Smudge.
I don't know,
Boom.
I'm just saying, you know, anything you can do. Anything you can do, I can do as long as I've got the water to do it.
Hey.
Shouldn't need to use water, should you? If you don't look like you've got any.
I've still got.
How much fuel?
Still, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of 4,000 at the moment. So I'm kind
Oh,
of
wow.
banging in and out of water at the moment. So. If in doubt, apply more thrust.
Well, that looks like quite a sink rate you've got going on there. Yeah, that don't look good. Oh,
Whoa, tailing.
Uh-oh.
Safe!
Nino.
It's all good.
Sink rate, sink rate.
Nah, it's fine. Honestly, still one piece. Not even a caution light.
It's only in one piece because it's the model, mate. I'll let you go first.
No, you don't want to do that.
Entering 2-1 left.
2-1 left.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my
he
plane
takes
is
off from
parked
the
on the
other end of the runway.
other end of the road field.
Okay, I guess I'm
Who
waiting
needs
here
runways?
then.
Who needs runways?
I don't know.
Yeah, who needs runway?
Unfortunately, I do.
Yeah, you know that 2-1 left is the right runway from this end, so you're actually cleared on 0-3 left.
I'm just making sure it's the left and not the other left, you know?
Ah, you're fine.
Caution, was it? It's the... I think it's the word.
Wee-wee.
Anzac, I was just thinking actually, with your radar, if you've got it in track while scan, we'd never get a hit, so you'd actually need to do a single target track, wouldn't you, in order for it to show up as a buddy spike.
I guess.
So I've got a 15 nails on my HUD, but if you're just in track while scan, then it's not going to actually show up as a log.
That is true. So how do I switch to a single track?
Lock on target twice. So your first lock will go to track while scan, the second lock will go to single target track.
Roger, so I need to turn back so that I have you in the kind of little bracket thing and then press it again.
Lock again,
Yeah, I've got 15 nails.
Just takes it like turns it off.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if I'm.
Yeah, I've got a 15 now that's popped up now to my west.
050-ish.
Oh, it'll be my south. It'll be to the south. My 9 o'clock, sorry.
I might go bully the tanker for a little while. He's quite close as well. I know that's the 135 was. Oh, good. Our one's right on the other end of his step as well. So. Fun.
We'll have to find some time, Tony, to fly that mission you made.
Yes, mate.
It's always Sunday.
That looks awesome. I read through the PDF you put up in the forum, and that looks like a lot of fun.
Well, there's a few different elements in it that I'm trying out this time round. You even get radio calls. I don't have voice actors, so they're digitally generated. But you get different options because there's different sections to the whole mission, like the ferry flight, then the rearming and the fueling at the Delta base, and then the attack, and then the return home. So there's kind of like 3 to 4 elements of it.
Oh, okay. So the actual forward operating base, is that actually a runway as depicted in the PDF, or is it just like a representation of the north and south areas of, you know?
No, it's actually a runway. It's built out of the AM2 matting, out of the mod.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so we'll need to install the mod.
Yes.
Okay. Do you upload that to the website?
I haven't yet. Well, I was waiting for you guys to see what you think about the whole mod scenario before actually doing anything with it. I've got kind of a pack with a 504 icon, if you see what I mean. It's just work in progress at the moment.
Okay.
Could make that happen. Yeah. It's. I'll just call it. I just called it the Mission Builder's Resource Pack, essentially. Got various different elements on it. It just gives you a lot. Well, for me, it gave me a lot more scope. You know, you can put RAF vehicles on the ground. You can have the AM2 map field set up. It's quite useful.
Wow.
But yeah, the other thing I was going to say about that briefing as well, because obviously I put the flight plans in. You know, obviously I don't expect everything to be adhered to as rock solid. I don't want to scare people. It's just, it's there because that's the information that you might need to be able to do it.
Yeah.
I think one of the things I really like actually is the way that you pin down the waypoints to like altitude headings and you know, little other bits and notes.
Yeah.
You know, it kind of gives it just gives you a little bit more something to do. You know, something to aim for. You know, with altitude restrictions and speed and throttle and stuff like that. You know.
Yeah, well, it's something the Harrier boys would do. One squadron would always do a major flight planning session, then do a briefing with that flight planning session. And I was trying to kind of recreate it. I mean, it's not exact by any way, shape or form, but it's an approximation.
Marco,
I tested it the other day. I quite, without attacking anything, I quite enjoyed the ferry flight over to France. Quite fun.
Proceed to pre-contact at 10.
Yeah, I'm definitely keen to give it a go, even if I just nap it, you know, to start with.
Yeah.
You know, you know, I think the challenge of landing on a, you know, an improvised runway and then trying to, you know, we haven't done anything like that yet.
Yeah, it's something you definitely want to practice. It's like because there are hides there as well, and what you would need to do is you would need to reverse into the hide, so that you can then rearm and refuel.
Okay. That in itself sounds interesting.
Oh, maybe I should concentrate more.
There are several targets jamming.
Are the targets round Creech live targets or not?
No, there should be dead statics.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to go bully a tanker. In fact, I see him kind of on the nose, we're head to head. And then once I've refueled, we'll RTV and I might need to call at night because I've got work tomorrow. Good pause.
Oh, sorry, 86 spawning in.
No indication that plane over Kirsch is locked up at the moment.
Over where? Over Creech?
Creech, sorry.
Yeah, you locked me up. I'm not getting a beep in the... Yeah, I wouldn't know you've locked me up unless I looked at the RWR that you have now. But I'm not getting any audible signs.
Interesting.
Yeah, I've got the volume right up as well. You're almost on top of me, the look of it.
Passed on to you.
Oh, I see it.
Ready, pre-contact. Cleared contact. Break away, break away, break away. Break away, break away, break away.
It's amazing how rusty you can get at hitting a basket when you haven't
Break
done
away,
it all
break
well.
away, break away.
Come on.
Whereabouts is the tanker? Is it north of Nellis?
Yeah, it's on a north-south track north of Nellis. Just need to get myself kind of steadied out, but
Break
I'm
away,
just kind
break
of
away,
chasing
break
it.
away. Contact.
I've got it.
You're taking fuel.
I scooped up. Bit of a dodgy contact, but I made contact anyway.
Have you broken off the tanker now?
No, I'm taking fuel off him.
It shows the tanker's a mile away from you.
There's two of them. There's a 135 and a 130.
Oh.
Oops. So.
Break away, break away, break away. Contact. Return pre-contact.
Yeah, I watched that
Break away,
video,
break away,
Lauby,
break
that you
away.
put up earlier on about auto rotation and the Huey.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I was I was eating pizza at the time and I laughed and well, the dog nearly ended up wearing the pizza.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Thank you.
Break away, break away, break away.
What engines have you got, Smudge?
Say again, mate.
What's your altitude?
About 7,000 indicated, 10,000 actuals.
You on radar?
Am I on radar?
Altitude.
No, barometric. 7,020 barometric.
Break away, break away, break away.
Come on. Just can't seem to connect it again at the moment.
Have I managed to give you the slip, Anzac? Are you still round Creech?
303 left.
Can't believe I'm having trouble hitting the drone, man. Oh. My air-to-air refueling skills have gone to
Return free
shite.
contact.
Ready, pre-contact.
Cleared contact.
Come on. Nope, that's not it.
Airborne.
Come on, you can do
But-
this. This is easy.
What altitude is the tanker at?
7,000.
Break
7.
away, break away, break away.
7. I just can't seem to plug it, man. I can't get the angles right. How would I write frickin'
Break away, break away, break away.
Jesus.
The Marines are actually looking at adding a light attack turboprop now, and they are looking at the A29 Tucano among others.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Break away, break away, break away.
What's the call sign that you're on?
Arco.
Contact.
Arco, forward, 1-3. Request rejoin.
What channel is the tanker on, or is it?
Channel 1. I think I heard you just calling.
He just hasn't replied.
Yeah, come 1, channel 1. It's actually just started a turn.
You'd have been almost proud of me there, Smudge.
Almost.
Well, I made it through most of the sheds, then I clipped my prop. And now I'm gliding.
Well, he came out the other end in kind of alive, I suppose.
But we'll see how long that state of affairs remains.
Transfer complete.
Yay, transfer
Disconnect.
complete.
It looks like I'm going to have to do a Harrison Ford landing.
Stick it on the taxiway.
Yeah, maybe not even that.
I tell you, I really had to work for that today, man. I never normally struggle with air-to-air refueling, but I just couldn't get plugged in there.
He's not responding, you know.
Try calling him again. Come 1, channel 1.
I'm on Com 1, Channel 1, but I'm not hearing anything.
Try calling them again, Russ.
The actual.
Make sure that you're transmitting on COM 1 as well.
Yeah, I'm transmitting on COM 1. The COM 1 should be on channel manual or auto? One.
Channel 1, COM 1.
Right, okay.
You'll see it comes up as 251. I think it's 251 megahertz.
Arco, Ford, 1-3. Request rejoin.
Ford 1-3. Arco, proceed to pre-contact at 10,000.
Flight.
There is AWACS as well on 251, so you can get a... I think they do bearings to tank it out. Might be wrong. See you later, Arco.
Ready, pre-contact.
Cleared contact.
Give me the left wing.
Yeah, I should do. That's first contact.
Oh, nice. He's in a fucking turn now.
You can do it.
That's quite interesting. Apparently the Spitfire has two tails.
That's two what?
Two tails. One that it seems to shed like a chameleon when it...
Forward, 1-2,
Yeah.
inbound.
Still waiting for the bombs.
And the tanks, yeah.
What inches is the tanker? 20?
7, mate.
7.
3? 7.
Angel 7, yeah.
What's his speed? About 270.
260, 2558, 57, 257.
Roger.
You might need to
Hey, what's he-
request contact for us.
What's he doing?
He decided that he doesn't want to feed you today.
Making
Ford
fucking...
rejoin.
Making me... Where's he going now?
Well, he bought a rejoin, so he's completing his turn.
Damn it.
Texaco, Ford 1-3. Request rejoin.
No, not Texaco.
You're on Arco.
Ford 1-3. Texaco,
Report rejoin.
contact at 10,000.
I think he's run out of fuel or something. He's not answering now.
I haven't heard you call him. I heard you call Texaco.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
Yeah, I've lost him off the list.
Yeah, he must be job done then. He'll RTB soon to land. But saying that though, it's almost time for me to call it a night as well.
Yeah, he won't be landing.
Well, if you shoot him down, another tanker actually spawns in to replace him.
Marco, pushing from waypoint 3 at 15,000.
See you later, Arco.
He's about to get blasted, is he?
He's been blasted.
He's been blasted.
Yeah.
Well, if you all want to make your way RTB, and then it'll be call it a night soon.
Yep. Okay.
Short finals for is it 2-2 left or 2-1 left?
I'm not that far away from Nellis actually, so.
Yeah.
And it's nice being able to VFI your way back with the train tracks and the roads, etc.
Two 7 left clear.
Arco, passing waypoint 2 at 10,000.
They replaced him pretty quick, didn't they?
Was that the new Arco?
Yeah.
Yeah. I told you if you shoot him down, a new one spawns in. I like a bit of redundancy.
Oh, somebody's chipping along just in front of me.
That'll be me.
Yeah, I see you.
I've got 4,700 fuel, so I'm burning a bit.
903 left.
Look at Tony coming in a proper airplane.
You know, I'll enjoy it more when in multiplayer you can find a radio beacon to a ground unit.
Yeah.
Navigate by radio beacons, that would be super.
Okay, short final, 03 left.
Alan.
Short final 03 right.
The F-86 looks gorgeous in a new engine.
It is amazing looking, isn't it?
My imagination, or is it a bit windy?
Oh, it's windy.
You might want to skip over to the left runway. That
Oh, I'm
right
clear
one
now.
was a bit clear. Oh, right, okay. Yeah. Best on where you were then, Tony. Looks like they're actually coming in on both runways.
I think I might just choose it at the last minute.
Yeah. Someone's proper tanking it down 03 right.
That's me.
On this bird, gee.
Is this the world's longest flare, is it?
Yeah. Look at that.
Yay!
And I stop before the end of the runway.
Right.
Anyways, guys, thanks very much for joining. Hope that you've enjoyed tonight. Everybody in YouTube land, I hope that you enjoyed watching. Yeah. I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's been awesome.
Excellent, thank you very much.
Yeah, cheers, guys.
And everybody in YouTube land, I'll just say thanks very much for joining in, taking part in the chat and things like that, and we'll see you all next time.
Yeah, see you later.
Good night, guys.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.